right. We're
Welcome,
back.
gentle listeners, to YeahUhHuh with Lisa, Phil, and Aaron. This week, we're talking about Bongo Fury with Jeremy, whose last name I don't know.
Bryant.
So, oh, Brian.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I was,
He
Jesus
is
Christ.
also AKA the Joker,
Right.
and he like myself is a juggalo. So I
Tears of
know
a
more about him, but I'll let Jeremy
Tears of a
discuss.
clown.
Mhm.
yes, Tears of a Clown. Don't get me started on how that went last night. But yes,
You mean it ended? I thought it was still going. I just
Mm,
took a break.
it was a long one. It was a good one.
It was a
Yep,
long one.
yep.
Yeah.
Yes, host of Paranormal the New Normal, co-host of Maniacal Music Musings, and The Asylum with Harley and Joker.
You know what it
Mouthfuls
was
always.
last night? It was Harley. Harley was actually she brought some
She actually
feistiness
interacted.
to the occasion that maybe isn't there all the time. She was.
She's
Oh, uh-huh.
she finally is filing for divorce, which needed to happen for a while now. So
I
Aw.
see.
her
Okay.
her, hu- her,
Well,
her husband's a whole nother subject. But
yeah. That's. I didn't mean to open that
Well,
can of
I'm
worms,
happy for her standing up for herself.
but she seemed to be
I've
ready
How
been trying
to.
to I've been trying to convince her to since I met her. But
mm,
yeah, glad she finally listened.
how was your steak?
Good. As good as steak can be nowadays, since they don't sell real steak anymore in stores,
Mhm.
unless you want to pay $70 for a steak.
Oh, amen.
You didn't get Omaha steaks, did you?
Oh
Those
God,
things
Oh
no.
God, those
Those
are
things are
awful.
shit, man. I don't
They have
understand.
been good.
My aunt sent
Omaha.
us an Oma gift basket one year, and it was yeah,
My my mom likes to send those out still. Omaha has been good since the '90s.
Hmm.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Tube
Well,
steak
it's
smothered in underwear.
Mm. Not
I,
quite.
I mean, their bacon wrapped filet mignons are still pretty good, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
well. I mean, do you have not to get too deep into this? We want to get to a topic that Aaron's more interested in than red meat. But don't you have a Kroger or something around? I mean, our Kroger provides pretty good butcher
Decent.
services
Decent.
Um,
if you
I
go to the
mean,
correct ones.
if you want to go to Wegmans or Whole Foods, you could probably get
Mm.
good stuff. But I can't afford to shop at those places. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that thing where the woman buys the whole steak and then cuts 18 steaks out of it, and she paid $124 at Costco for this whole big thing. She had to go to Costco corporate, I guess, but she got this giant piece of meat and she cut 18 steaks plus 2 pounds of ends,
Yep.
and she it ended up being like $6 for a big steak. That would be 18 steak
I
meals for
I'm
me and
I mean,
Philip.
we've considered and we're still considering possibly going in on like
A
that thing
cow.
where you buy a cow with with a bunch of other friends and
Yeah.
you each take home like an even amount of it. Like
Hmm.
we've considered that because I mean that's
So have
affordable at
we.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
we're
just
gonna do
don't
3
have
more
enough
minutes on
friends.
meat here. Or are we gonna get on
Oh,
with
we're
the
done.
album?
We'll
Jesus
let you.
Christ, people!
Yeah, Aaron's
let's
not a
get
meat
on it.
Fuck.
guy.
Come on. Okay. All right, Aaron, you brought
I
it
thought,
up.
oh,
So
Phil already said something. I'll
yeah.
let them go for a few, and then like a minute and a half
Uh,
later,
well, you did listen to
it's
this
just
like
it's
30 times in a
snowballing.
row. So
We're ready to go. More
so
meat talk.
why don't you lead it off? We're talking. This is an Aaron's audio audible,
Mhm.
and that's all I'll say. I'll let Aaron
That's
introduce
all you'll say.
at
Okay.
this point.
For the
So
intro.
okay, this one's Zappa Beefheart, Bongo Fury. It's the last Zappa album featuring the Mothers. It's the first Zappa album with Terry Bozzio as the drummer. There's some conceptual continuity in this one. We have Potato Head Bobby from One Size Fits All showing up. And we have Potato Heads later coming up in Thingfish with the Mammy Nuns. Head like a potato, lips like a duck. But I'm getting slightly off topic of Bongo Fury. It was a mostly live album recorded in Austin, Texas. Captain Beefheart found himself, I think, without a record deal and made amends with Frank. Was doing an album on Discreet Records, which is his label, and was doing a very short tour with him. And this is from 2 shows on that tour, actually, both in Austin at the Armadillo World headquarters, which
Yeah.
is defunct.
You covered about all 40-50% of my notes there, Aaron. But good job.
Fowler trombone, Napoleon Murphy Brock on tenor sax and lead vocals, Terry Bozzio on drums, Tom Fowler on bass, Denny Wally on slide, George Duke on keyboards, Captain Beefheart on vocals, soprano sax, and madness. Thank you very much for coming to the concert tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night, Austin, Texas, wherever you are. Oh, sorry.
Back when Austin was cool and held good events like that.
There you
go. So the first thing I noticed about this album was Captain Beefheart's voice. Although I did have to clarify with Aaron because when I heard Frank's outro after one listen, I was like, he mentioned more than one vocalist. But Captain Beefheart's voice is very distinctive, very avant-garde. Everything about him is starving artist.
Yeah, I think he was Gibby Haynes before of the Butthole Surfers.
Yeah.
Some Tom Waits about it too.
Yeah, I get that. Very raspy voice, very acquired taste.
Deborah Cadabra, say she's a witch.
Yeah.
That was so good that we might get flagged, but that's okay. Feel free to do that whenever. But I'm so receptive. Like when we do these, I want to like the album. So I'm like, am I going to be prejudiced?
You don't have to.
No, I know I don't have to, but I want to. I always want to like the album, right? So I go into anything with Zappa. Like it goes way back when you first started listening to Zappa, and oh man, that's novelty tunes, like Don't Eat the Yellow Snow and Stinkfoot and all this bullshit. It's like Torture Never Stops. It's like this is some silly shit that he gets into, but
I don't think you listened to the music of it though.
I certainly didn't listen to this for sure back then. But just you had a CD or something like that.
I don't think I picked this up mid-90s.
Mid-90s. So yeah. But I did like this album. I didn't grasp all the lyrics. Musically, I just really enjoyed it. I know that it would have been a fantastic audio experience to be there in person to hear that. But aside from that, I'll reserve my comments for the songs. What did you guys have an overall impression, Jeremy?
I mean, as you said, this is my second time. Well, it's like my fifth and sixth time listening to this album now, and I mean, when Aaron first started introducing me to Zappa at the Rolling Stones participants bracket, I at first was like, "What the freak am I listening to here?" Like I couldn't comprehend it at first. What was that?
I don't know what it was.
It was one. You put one song that you thought should have been the Rolling Stone Top 500, Aztec something or
Inca
other,
Roads.
or Inca Roads, yeah. Which after a few listens to that song, I was like, all right, I can kind of I like weird music, so I can kind of dig this. And after hearing Bongo Fury, I was like, all right, you know what? Zappa is actually pretty good. I actually really like his style. I like all the bands that he influenced later on in life. Some of the ones that Chancey introduced me to, like Mr. Bungle and Dogfish and Disco. Like I like that type of music because Zappa influenced them all. So, and you're right. The lyrics, though. I mean, I literally have to go on Spotify and read the lyrics as I'm listening to the song because it's like I don't know what he's saying at the time because it's just he's especially Captain Beefheart's parts because he's got such a thick accent with that voice that's like
some of those lyrics are wrong too, but they're close enough.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to understand, and they definitely don't follow along with the song, so you have to kind of like guess where you are if you pause it and go back to it. But the lyrics are amazing. I mean, and hearing a Grace because after you brought this on M Cubed, CJ immediately couldn't stop talking about the song Titties and Beers, so he had to bring on the compilation Have I Offended Someone on the show. So Well, it's actually a really good song.
No, yeah, no. I mean, yeah. I just mean, the title alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Titties and beer.
There's only two things I like: titties and beer. But yeah, it's that compilation album is freaking amazing. I freaking love that album. But
Titties and Beer,
Bongo
the definitive version's the one that's on Zappa in New York.
Oh,
yeah,
that explains that.
but it's I mean, Zappa's always a fun time.
He
And a lot
wrote
of songs
Titties
in
and
this
Beer
album are
because of commercials that came on during a football game.
Ah,
Yeah.
makes total sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Except for Frank watching
I mean,
football. Other than that,
Mhm.
I mean, he wasn't probably watching it; it was just on,
Mhm.
just an observation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably but I mean, he
probably played in a lot of clubs
He-
where football was on.
Mhm. Probably.
I mean, but Bongo Fury is freaking an amazing album overall. It's fun. It's fun the whole way through. And
Mhm.
I'm usually a fan. I'm usually not a fan of live albums, but his live album doesn't have what live albums usually have, which is like you can hear the audience in every freaking song, and that drives me
Right.
nuts. I hate that.
Mhm.
So, but Zappa's audience isn't like that.
Mm.
They just let the master do his work, and they sit there respecting.
Well, he also mixes it down in the utility muffin research kitchen. He's got it going. That's the
Well,
name of his mobile studio.
I heard or I read that part
The
of
UMRK.
Muffin Man at least was recorded in studio.
The
Part of-
introduction
The introduction.
and probably some overdubs.
Yeah. All right. Well, I made I like the backstory. I said I wasn't going to say anything further till we get to the notes, but I did make a little video, and I like the backstory to the album. So let me run my video here to kind of set the tone.
All right.
We're talking about Bongo Fury, man.
Zappa and Beefheart were, misanthropists in a way. I think they really swam against what they saw as mainstream culture, mainstream society. They were different. They came from the suburbs where the twitching neck curtains and the wife swapping and all that went on. And this is where you get sometimes the most creative cultural workers.
Great.
And Trout Mark.
Next up is Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy. This is the best song on the album. There's not even a question. It's actually one of my favorite Zappa songs ever.
He had dropped out of school by that time and spent most of his time staying at home. His girlfriend lived in the house, and his grandmother lived in the house, and his aunt and his uncle lived across the street. And his father had had a heart attack. His father drove a Helms bread truck, and part of the time Don was helping out by taking over the bread truck route and driving up to Mojave, and the rest of the time he would just sit at home and listen to rhythm and blues records and scream at his mother to get him a Pepsi.
And I think the Zappa Beefheart one is particularly interesting. I mean, they both knew each other as schoolboys when they were obsessed with scatological jokes and doo-wop and R&B. But I think Beefheart had this primal, instinctive strangeness and attitude, whereas Zappa, it was a lot more thought. It wasn't so instinctive. It was more intellectually rigorous. And I would say that would be one of the key differences. And they both had something the other character didn't have. I think Beefheart really just about won out. I think he had something that you just couldn't be learned.
A new feud had developed. At the end of 1969, a compilation album, Zapped, had been put together by Warner's as a budget sampler for the Straight and Bizarre labels, comprising material from nearly all of the acts, including Zappa himself. Yet rather than see the potential for reaching new audiences, Beefheart instead took offense at having his compositions released alongside those of Wildman Fisher and the GTOs.
I think it was just an ego problem there, and which then became amplified, and he thought that Zappa was using him as just as another freak on the label, rather than a genuine musical composer.
All right.
Some unsolved mystery feel to that video.
Yeah. Well,
Very
Yeah,
dramatic.
right. It did have kind of a feel to it.
well, I
The
read
dramatic
that
music in the background of it was.
Frank was inspired by a French composer named Edgar Varese.
Varese.
And that was a composition by Varese. I just pulled
Oh,
out of
cool.
Oh, yeah.
so we'll probably get flagged
it was-
and
it
kicked off the
wasn't
internet.
unpleasant.
But, c'est la vie. But see the backstory that of their collaboration is interesting to me because they go back to being friends in high school. They really knew each other. Beefheart was not awestruck by Frank. I don't think. I think that they had creative differences, and Beefheart had his own career, and it was probably never a slam dunk that they would ever do any kind of collaboration together. But they did eventually do this album, and
Well,
what I found,
he was on Hot Rats too with Willie the Pimp.
Willie the Pimp, right? And we listened to that track. Thanks, Aaron. You sent that to me earlier. That's a really good track, also. But we won't be ranking that today. Anything else?
It
Lee
would
Steve-
beat all of these.
in your yeah, I'm sure.
I've always known I respected his musicality, but I enjoyed more of this album than I expected to, and I mean truly enjoyed as opposed to being neutral about it. As in, there are at least 3 songs on this album that I would probably include in a like if I listened to music regularly the way I listen to books, I would include these 3 songs in my like top maybe 50.
Okay, cool.
And that's of all the music I've heard in my life.
Wow, that's really high praise.
Yeah.
Wow. Good.
I'd only put about 50 on a rotation
Yeah.
at any given point.
Well, your library is expanding due to
Yes, it
this,
is.
this show.
And that
Jeremy's
is a
shows.
part of the goal of Aaron's audio audibles is to expand.
That's exactly the point of Maniacal Musings too, was to expand my knowing of music in the world. Even though I already had a good knowledge of music,
I did not.
I've been introduced to things I never knew existed. So,
and there have been albums on Aaron's audio audibles where I have said, "Yes, I listened to that."
All right. Without further ado, Aaron, do you want to guide us through this musical journey here?
Sure. The first track is Deborah Cadabra, Witch Goddess of Lancashire Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to like Deborah Cadabra more than I do. That's the thing. Is I want to like it more. It's just it's too all over the place, and I mean it's just there's no flow to it. It seems like I want to like it. I said the same thing when I first started listening to this album. Like I want to like this song. The lyrics are fucking amazing, but I don't like fully like the whole lyrics and music put together. It just doesn't sync in my head.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus I don't want to think about a granny shaking her ass, shaking her wrinkled fanny on a ranch. I'm good.
Yeah, I put chaos bad. That's it. Chaos bad.
I thought it was a decent opener. I have it number 6. It's kind of when you first hear Beefheart's voice, which I keep going back to, it's kind of jarring at first. So you got to kind of settle into that.
I actually liked his voice, but
okay. I mean, for blues,
no, I'm
definitely
just
for
saying
blues, he's got a great blues voice for sure.
I can't think of who to compare his voice to. Even like, there's not even like another artist out there I can compare his voice to.
Right.
Like it's just original.
I gave 2: Tom Waits and Gibby Haynes.
Actually, Tom Waits. I actually had to listen to one of his albums a couple months ago, and I actually kind of, Saturday, something on Saturday night. But yeah,
You ever listen to Butthole Surfers?
Only when they were on Guitar Hero.
Oh, I did like that album that you brought, Aaron. Butthole Surfers album. That was pretty.
Which
wild.
one?
Oh,
we did Independent Worm Saloon. I forgot.
Yeah.
Was I absent for that one?
Nope.
Huh.
It was Mike Hilbig.
Absent-mindedly,
I'll have to look
maybe,
back
but
into that.
not absent physically.
Right. Exactly.
Mike
It's
talked
been
about
known to happen.
he'd been out partying or something, and he just happened to go to a backyard party or something in Houston, and the Butthole Surfers were actually playing his party.
Yeah, they're a Texas band.
Yeah. But they're crazy. I mean, you read about their offstage antics; they're fucking nuts. But what about you, Aaron? What is the opening track?
I ranked it number 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, it's got so many good lyrics in it. Learn the
It does.
Pachuco hop and let me twirl you. Pachuco is a noun, dated, U.S. English. A juvenile gang member of Mexican-American ethnic origin.
Huh. Interesting that they actually
And
have a name for that.
There is a song called the
specificity.
Pachuco hop, but they spell it with a K instead of a C. And it's, I don't remember the artist's name.
Mm.
It's not related to this at all.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes are too tight and pointed.
I love that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, what about
rub the hot front part of my head with rigid unguents. Give me boss relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part of the song that drives me nuts. Is like it just seems like he's yelling random things out at some points for no reason, which I get is like a style, but
well, if you're rubbing rigid things on your forehead, you're making a boss relief on it.
A boss relief. Okay.
It's like a raised, like a relief map. You ever feel when it's got the raised part for the mountains and shit?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they're very. That's very.
Well, he's an
evocative
artist. I can see
lyrics.
why he would.
Yeah.
Mixed media art,
But not
is
exactly
like
an
that.
earworm. You know, it's
Mhm.
hard to. You
Oh,
need to
the
listen
last
to like
part's
30.
the earworm. After
Oh,
the
yeah.
screaming, cast your dance and spell my way. I promise to go under it.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not talking me into it.
It's a groove, man.
It okay.
All right.
All right.
Next, second song. Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy.
oh, that's my number one. That's my number one. It was my number one when Aaron brought this onto my show. That song has so many good lyrics in it, and the music is just so received by the ears perfectly. I mean, she put a Doobie Brothers tape on, and then that sax hits like perfectly. It's like, I have a Roger Daltrey cape on. I love that freaking line. Like that's perfect. There's so many good lines that
For years I've wondered, and still I'm not sure. Is he talking about a cape like Batman, or is he talking about a cape on that you put on the neck of a guitar?
Well, I assume. I mean, Roger Daltrey was an actor, wasn't he?
He's the lead singer of the Who.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Did he wear capes?
You're thinking of a different Daltrey.
Didn't he put a cape on in Tommy at one point?
Probably.
Yeah. I wondered about that. I didn't think of the cape on the guitar piece that you're talking about.
Well, I've been listening to this album for 30 years, and it's about the first time I read the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, internet didn't really exist when I first got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, and then there's a strange passage about it seemed to be alluding to like a trampling fetish.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's like
Trampling or trampoline?
Trampling. She bought him a huge pair of shoes.
Okay.
Plastic leather 14 triple E.
Yeah.
And told him she got down on the tile floor and told him to put the shoes on and stomp all over her.
Yeah.
Which there's a TV show where they actually did they had a character who was into that. I think it was
take a Charleston pimp to spot him.
What was it? I think was it Bill Pullman? It was one of the actors from Independence Day that played a detective in the show, and he had like a lot of weird fetishes. But
okay. Well, but then at 3:49, that's when Frank starts. I mean, his guitar work in this album, I find it. Yeah, his guitar work in this album is fantastic, and I feel like it's a little bit different from the album that we did before, and maybe a lot of his other work where he has really a iron grip control on all the sounds that are emanating from the stage. It's more of emotional. It's more not more free. It seems like he allows Beefheart to do his thing, and Frank is enjoying just riffing on that guitar because the blistering guitar work on this is just unbelievable. And this is like where it first crops up, and that's what I
don't think Beefheart even sings on this one.
Okay. Well, speaking of the album as a whole, but, and the event, you got to whenever I hear a live album,
when he's sitting off to the side of the stage sketching or something.
Yeah, that was interesting. I read that. That would be peculiar, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's entertaining himself.
The lead singer just kind of, you know. But I mean, what do you do in front of people when you have nothing to do and you don't have a tambourine or something? You know, it's
Yeah.
like,
Give the man a tambourine, damn it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like when CJ is talking on my show, I usually just like find something else to focus on for a few minutes because I know I have a few minutes to do something. It's just one of those things. Like you gotta find something to do other than just stare at the screen blankly.
I was disappointed that CJ didn't have time to listen to this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was a
Yeah.
bummer.
he's going through a lot right now, so I get it. But
Yeah.
But
You're in our hey.
By
hey,
10,
hey, hey,
by
we're
10
in-
o'clock, her arms and legs were rendered. Looked to me like her mouth had been extended, or no, looked to me as though she had been blendered. Something about her mouth had been extended. I don't remember the exact phrasing of it now. But the end does shred. But it might seem strange to Herb and D, Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy.
well,
So
the
that
guy
was my
in our-
number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Philip and I both. It was our number 2.
Well, we already know it's going to be strong contender for
Contender,
the banger
yeah.
here, but
Mhm.
and
there's
the
a
guy in
close
the
one.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the guy in the intro video said it was the best song hands down. So obviously we disagree with him, but still a very good song. So.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way he says ecstasy, like it's just like I hear that and I'm just like you kind of like nod your head along with that song when they get to the chorus. Like it's just it's almost like his most mainstream sounding song in a way on this album.
Yeah.
Which
which
one?
It's smooth nonsense.
The most accessible.
Carolina
I'm
Hardcore
here for
Ecstasy's
it.
mainstream.
It's the closest you'll get for Zappa to be close to mainstream. Yeah.
Looking on this, yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing's mainstream on this album.
The thing about Frank's voice,
200 years old.
And that's not close to mainstream at all. That's a weird ass song.
That's just a good blues song, man.
Yeah, it's grindy blues.
Well, one thing about Frank's voice, I think, is that if you were to put a sound on sarcasm, if you were to apply a sound to sarcasm or satire, his voice is absolutely projecting that. Just the way the emphasis he puts on the different syllables and stuff. It's just you know, he doesn't have a beautiful singing voice or anything like that, but it's very distinctive. No. Anyway, what's the next one, Aaron?
The next one is a poem from Captain Beefheart. Sam with the show and scalp flat top. Particular about the point it made.
I
opaque melodies that would bug most people.
I'm not a fan of that song. I never ever listen through. I keep thinking I'm gonna like it more, but it just never happens. The only thing I really enjoy about that song is like when they kind of do like a wild thing, like melody at the end of it. Like that's the only part I really like.
Dude.
Oh, that's okay. I knew I recognized it, and those are two very similar songs in sounding.
Frank Zappa's favorite piece of music, pretty much ever.
Louie.
Yeah, Louie is very influential to Frank.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Not Edgar Varese.
Well, that's his favorite composer. But I think he said that he's taken more from Louie than anything else that's come before him.
Okay.
The thing about this song is all the little music fills as he says things. They're just really cool.
Yeah. I agree.
It was a beat, it's like beat poetry, right? I mean,
it's pretty much exactly what it was.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of the album Jim Morrison did.
Yeah, An American Prayer.
Yeah. Which I used to listen to that a lot.
Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind.
Right. I used to listen to that when I was delivering papers.
The bus gives you a hard-on with books in your lap.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
So I've ranked it number 7. Showing scalp flat top.
Yeah.
Oh, you ranked it number 7? Like
yeah.
Gee, I didn't think it'd be that low for you, but yeah, that's
exactly only 9 songs.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I ranked it too.
I got it 9 actually.
Yeah, I got it at 4.
Opaque melodies that would.
The Starlink.
Starlink.
You heard us talking about Musk earlier, I guess, or Musk heard us, I guess.
I've listened to Trout Mask Replica.
Yeah,
You're now.
You blanked for a moment there.
I've listened to Trout Mask Replica, which is his masterpiece, basically Beefheart's masterpiece, many times, but it's always like not a chore, but an exercise to get through. It's very complicated and weird.
Okay.
And he says in this, opaque melodies that would bug most people. That is him to a T.
Yeah.
The next one after this, Poofter's Froth, Wyoming plans ahead.
There's my number 9.
That's my number 5.
I do not like that song. I mean, I like some harmonica and music, but Jesus Christ, I cut back on the harmonica. It's almost as bad as the cowbell on "Don't Fear the Reaper."
That's Beefheart on harmonica.
Ugh, God, I can enjoy some.
Not our fault.
But it's like Charlie Sheen said in 2.5 Men to freaking Steven Tyler: "People come to hear you sing, not to play harmonica."
Well, I wrote, "It's got it all, country and western."
He describes it as a cowboy song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine the Blues Brothers stand behind that fence with all the beer bottles busting against the facade of it. And, yeah.
This one's about this little town in Wyoming a year before the bicentennial, getting ready to sell all the crappy trinkets for the bicentennial.
Right.
To the world.
Little hoods, little goods, little doodads from the woods.
Yeah.
The entire stock is shipping. Oh, our shot is hardly slipping.
I love that line.
Yes, a special beer for sports and paper cups that hold 2 quarts.
Yeah, they were especially all over the bicentennial, weren't they? It was approaching, and they were attacking the marketing of it.
It was a big fucking deal, man. He couldn't escape the bicentennial crap.
Yeah.
Remember all that?
I do. I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Before my time.
Was that kindergarten?
Yeah.
First grade? Kindergarten?
My dad bought the bicentennial YeahUhHuhPod beer. This was 1976. My dad bought that beer from YeahUhHuhPod, and when he was a teenager, my brother drank it.
Oh shit!
Like 15 years later.
Oh.
15 or 20 even. I don't know.
Maybe it aged like wine, huh?
Yeah.
I hope it was warm.
I doubt it.
Beer doesn't.
It was warm. Yeah.
Beer doesn't expire.
Yeah, just 15-year-old warm Hudie.
Yeah.
Is there anything beer can't do?
I'm sure he didn't put it in the fridge. I'm sure. And it was a 6-pack. And what he did was he opened it carefully, drank it, and then closed it. So it was still sitting there in my dad's display case, I guess, empty. And Dad had no idea.
Wow.
Well, that's like taking your parents' vodka and then filling it up with water and just leaving it
Right.
there.
Oh, he did that too. Yeah, he did that too.
Classic.
In fact, my dad locked when my dad went out of town when we were teenagers, he started locking the liquor cabinet and he gave me the key.
I don't know if I was in kindergarten, but I remember around the age of kindergarten. I remember it being a big deal about it.
That's probably when it started being a big deal. Yeah.
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 But there's nothing about the sesquicentennial 50 years later.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody could give a shit.
Because I think there's more things going on than that now. So
they're gonna throw a
other than the Trump coin.
Championship.
There's nothing I've heard of for it.
Yeah.
Well, the Ultimate Fighting Championship on the lawn of the White House. That's going to be a sesquicentennial.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to have
July
an
4th.
Ultimate Fighting
I think
Championship?
So, yeah.
Now, is that 300 years or is it 250?
250.
Oh, I don't, when it hits 300, I'll whoop if I'm still here. I doubt it, but
I doubt I'll be over. I doubt I'll be over 300. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, I've seen you, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm not
we're not. Yeah, I know I won't be. I mean, but
I if I am, I doubt I'm gonna be very coherent about what's going on around me. So,
You'd be surprised. I don't know.
oh, that would be 2076.
Mhm.
I would literally be 88 years old at that point if I'm still alive. So, who knows? I'll probably
There's a lot of octogenarians who are still with it. My grandmother was 85 when she passed away, and the night before she died, we played Scrabble, and she kicked my ass.
My
I
mom
mean,
would be 91 if she were alive. I
Right.
realized that the other day. It popped up on
Yep.
Facebook on her birthday. So
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, if
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it.
I'm gonna prove either one thing to be true, one way or the other. Either cigarettes can make you live longer, or they kill you. So I'm not sure. I've seen reels trying to prove both, but we'll see which one's true.
I think I know where.
I
would
think you're going to have to
side
go with the preponderance of evidence there.
They say that in the 50s, 40s that they were proving that nicotine cured cancer and cured everything else too.
Both of Philip and I lost parents to
just the menthol ones.
To cigarette, to lung cancer.
And my dad
early. They were both before. How old was your dad?
62.
Okay.
My dad was 56, bronchitis and emphysema.
My mom was 56 as well.
Older than John.
I'm now 3 years older than my mom ever was.
All right, Aaron, let's keep this.
So this flows into 200 years old. They're almost like a pair. I ranked them 5 and 6.
Hey, that's funny. We actually kind of were right in the right topic for that.
Yeah, right. But right into it.
She's 200 years old. So mean she couldn't grow no lips.
I love that line. The can't grow no lips line. I freaking love. That's my number 6. It's okay.
She had true religion, boy.
It's more Beefheart on harmonica.
Yeah, but dealable. It's a dealable amount of harmonica.
I think is this the one that had the intro with the horribly foreshortened cornflakes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Frank part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it number 4. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
It was really bluesy. It was, it's pretty almost a blues standard. But what?
It's my number 1. I love some grindy blues. So,
there you go.
And I mean, I didn't dive into the lyrics the way you guys did. I kind of more concentrated on the music with this. I didn't look up the lyrics. I felt like I could hear them enough, but
the metaphor for the country. She's 200 years old, broken down, pocking up in front of the jukebox, just like she found true religion, boy. So mean she couldn't grow no lips. Now she's almost 250. Still can't grow no lips.
Probably not.
Meaner.
Funny how that song is not anyone's campaign song or anything, is it?
Yeah.
Frank didn't have to worry about politicians ripping him off or anything like that.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you should listen to Broadway the Hard Way. That's when he was running for president.
We'd probably get around to it for much longer. So.
Yeah.
I know you got a whole list of items for us for audio audibles. So.
I intentionally didn't pile up Zappa or Fish on it. All right, the next one's Cucamonga, my number 9. It's a cool song, but it's out of place on this album.
Yeah, it's my number 5. I honestly have no notes on it. It's an okay song. It's nothing incredible.
He sings along with the bass melody, he's got another song where he does that, the Jazz Discharge Party Hat, which is a funnier song.
I feel like one of the cartoons I watched as a kid, there was a place on it called Rancho Cucamonga. But
yeah, it's in California. My son-in-law played for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, minor league AA team for the Dodgers.
So I know they're both from California. Is this a community that Frank and Beefheart come from?
They're from around Lancaster area, Palmdale, Sun Village.
Yeah, I mean Frank knew him like we saw in the video. He knew how his home life was. That his
Yeah.
mom would wait on him hand and foot, give him cokes and stuff, and he was kind of spoiled. It's
Wouldn't
like,
it?
he was
Didn't
out
it
in all the-
mention specifically Pepsi or was it Coke?
It was
said-
Coke.
And Pepsi.
Yeah.
He said
Oh, okay.
Pepsi.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
did-
Pepsi.
Oh,
Because I'm
It
a
reminded
Pepsi
me of the
fan,
Suicidal
so
Tendency song
so-
after he said that.
right.
Oh,
So
it-
that's where Captain Beefheart and I agree.
it made me think of freaking
I
Wedding
think we
Crashers.
can kind of diverge from there.
Made me think of Wedding Crashers. Ma, where's the meatloaf?
Yeah.
All I
Reminds me of
wanted was a
Sean.
Pepsi, and she wouldn't give
Yeah.
it to me. All I wanted
Reminds
was
me
a
a bit of our
Pepsi.
friend Sean. Remember Sean with the
Yep, I was thinking of that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'd order a pizza and then, Mom, bring me a Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
Mom. He'd sit there and eat in front of everybody. It's funny.
Yeah, he wouldn't share the pizza with anybody. He'd just eat the whole pizza.
He'd throw air in the bones, though.
Yeah, the crust.
Yeah.
So anybody
Yeah.
have any Cucamonga notes?
Nah.
I wrote that they're just jazz infused.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's kinda-
I liked the music.
Oh,
but it was
we
my
ever
number
really
8.
knew.
I guess I I ranked it number 5. That's relatively high compared to you guys. So I found it, somewhat pleasant, I guess.
Yeah,
We're the
I
same-
don't. I'm not a jazz fan.
We're in the same boat, though. I played number 5 because it was kind of where it landed. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't dislike the song, but it's out of place on the album, I think, very much. So it's my 9.
Okay.
Next one's Advanced Romance, my number 1.
that's my number 3. I love Advanced Romance. It's got some great lines, but it's just too freaking long.
Yeah.
It jams, man.
No more
That's
credit
jamming on the
from
album.
liquor store.
Store.
I love
I-
that intro.
Took
wish-
George's wallet, or took George's watch like they always do. It was
It
a
was the
Timex
Timex
too.
I love that line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The end of that song's the best, though. Half an hour later, she had French kiss fry. Like,
Yeah.
fucking love that. I love that line. I think
It
that
was
I
a
think it was-
Timex too. Wahoo,
Have you,
wahoo.
Have you
And a shame on
since
you.
said to your beloved Jeremy, "Hey baby, you want to French my fry"?
I'm sure I've said it at some point,
It's,
honestly.
it's going into the vernacular
So
now.
he just wanted to go up and say hi. Hi, 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 hi.
So let me
Half
ask
an
you
hour
guys
later, she had Frenched his fry.
if a lovely lady were to come up to you and say, "Hey, you want me to French your fry?"
Wow, when you say it like that.
Well, you're prone to liking
Kinda,
whatever I
yeah.
say in that respect, in that voice.
Yeah, I mean, you say something in a voice like that.
Sounds like
you
you're
know,
gonna dip somebody's junk in hot oil to me.
Exactly, which hey,
Nothing
those are
is
the kind of
funnier
movies
than-
I really like.
than extreme violence like that. It's just it's
Yeah, right.
Deep fried cock, ladies.
So
Yum.
So
I had
Rocky Mountain Oysters right there.
I had it number 3.
Yeah, right.
I really liked
Okay.
it. We're getting to the top 3. These are all
We're
songs.
getting 1 and 3s.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna give Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy a run for its money.
I don't know about that, but damn, Phil and me are sinking tonight on numbers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I did not.
I put it at number 6, but I actually did like it. It's just I liked 5 other songs a little better.
I mean, I did think it was
This
a
is where
little
we had
long.
the callback to Potato Headed Bobby.
Mhm.
Yep.
He was in San Bernardino. He's the one that pulled the ropes on the chute when the rodeo bulls would go.
Well, I love it when he says corn fed. It's like, what the fuck?
Corn fed.
Corn fed. What the fuck is that? That was just out of nowhere. That was like, what?
It's
But it rhymed.
somebody, some person newly arriving to the big city from the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Frank was still watching football because every time I watch college football, especially if Nebraska's playing or something, they say, "Well, he's a corn-fed
Yeah.
lineman from Nebraska." So
Mhm.
The thing
Anyway.
is there with that, and you're saying it sounds like they want to deep fry your junk.
Well, when you said, "Would you like me to French your fry?" I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
right,
know. That
exactly.
sounds like.
I went blowjob in my head. I went
Oh.
blowjob.
yeah.
Well, that's what.
It was
when
the
you hear
fry.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a large fry. So what can I say? But
How about just French or tater tots?
Mhm.
How about
Yeah, she did that. I don't know if that's good or bad. Advanced romance.
I'll just say Philip doesn't have to wait for his birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, Harley called us out for being disgusting last night because Lisa said something. Lisa said something that was complimentary to me, and it was like, well, you know.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Harley's having a hard time.
Yeah, and Lisa said something to Phil, and Harley's like, I think I screwed my mouth a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
She was feisty last night. She announced she was going to be feisty, and then she was.
Loved it.
And we
I loved it.
That's good. She delivered.
I actually had people reach out to me on Twitter that I don't even know saying like that was a great show.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was like, that never happens.
Well, I was wiped out. I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to be honest
but
because
you
I know
showed
they last a long time. But it's like I didn't know if I wanted to do it, but I enjoyed it once we got into it.
Yeah, it was a freaking amazing playlist. That was part of the problem.
Yeah.
It was such a good playlist that everybody had comments on everything.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, where are we at now?
Next one is another poem from Captain Beefheart, Man with the Woman Head. So this is a drive-in restaurant in Hollywood. So this is a drive-in restaurant in Hollywood. So this is a drive-in restaurant in Hollywood.
I put it at number 8. Honestly, it's not one of my favorite things. I don't like the spoken poetry too much, but from him at least. But I mean, ill-fitted wooden teeth. I do love that line.
Yeah.
But
what was about his tongue?
Something about swelling or something like that. But
it was going through those wooden teeth. I just forget what the descriptor was before.
But no, see, there's an album that Aaron did that Dogfish and Disco did, Aaron, that you would actually really like. It's called Adultery, and the whole album is like a detective like telling a story, kind of like in these songs.
I didn't dig the Dog Fashion Disco. I did a whole big bracket of them. Happy birthday to you, Chansey.
Actually, his birthday just passed a month ago. But
That's what the bracket was for.
I know. Well, we did that bracket like 3 years ago. God, it was a while ago. But yeah, Adultery to listen to like from start to finish. You can't just listen to like select songs. You got to listen start to finish and get the story. But you'd like it. To do an audible on it.
I ranked at number 8 also, Man with the Woman Head.
I did too. You mentioned, Jeremy, you mentioned
for me,
earlier
it
that
was
we're
7.
symbiotic on our numbers, and
it's
fruit of that
way.
We definitely, yeah.
Again, reminded me of Jim Morrison's beat poetry.
Then, last but not least, I ranked at number 4, Muffin Man.
My number 2. I love Muffin Man.
It's my number 1.
It's a
my number 3.
You thought he was a man, but
I really
he was
liked
a
it.
muffin.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the ones that will show up in my playlist.
Well, I love guitar rock, and I think that this is, his guitar playing has risen to. By the end of this album, the best work is the very last guitar solo he did.
Yeah, it makes me spin the whole thing again. I go right back to Deborah Cadabra.
And just it's just a good end. It's a good outro song for the album. It really is. Like just the way it goes from talking, him doing that like minute-long monologue, and then going straight into it. It's like pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Right. He seemed like I don't know. It seemed like he had, without seeing it, who knows? But it seemed like he really had fun making this album.
Yeah.
Or doing this.
Yeah, it feels joyous.
Shouldn't even put it that way, but doing these shows, he seems like.
Well,
it feels joyous.
Yeah.
And was it you said on my show, Aaron, or was it CJ that like he never does his lives like the same way twice? Like he always changes up the way he does his lives.
Does his lives?
Well, like one of you said that every time you hear him, if you could see him perform multiple times, and every time you see him perform a song, it'll be performed differently because he'll do different music on it or something like that.
I don't know about every time because he rehearses the band pretty tight and specifically. But over different tours, he'll change it.
I mean, I think maybe what CJ said it like he said like the band has to be prepared at all times to like go with where Frank's going in his head.
Well,
without
that they
telling
do.
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to follow his signals.
Right. All right. Well, if there's not anything more to add about the album or this last track in particular.
Yeah, should we pause and do our rankings?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and pause for a moment. And we're back. Aaron?
Did you miss us?
We missed you.
On with the results.
Okay. Number 9, Man with the Woman Head, 9 points. Number 8, Sam with the Showing Scalp Flat Top. Actually tied with Cucamonga at number 7, both 13 points. Number 6, Poofter's Froth Wyoming Plans Ahead with 14 points. Number 5, Deborah Cadabra with 18 points. Number 4, 200 Years Old with 23 points. Number 3, Advanced Romance with 27 points. Number 2, Muffin Man with 30 points.
All right. So we're at our number
1, Carol. Carolina
Okay.
Hardcore Ecstasy.
Well, that their song right there is a real banger.
It's a banger.
It's a banger.
It's a banger.
All right.
Banger.
Here it is. Just like the guy said at the beginning. I need to go back and find out what podcast that guy did to give him credit, but he predicted. He said that was the best song on the album, but he said by far, and I wouldn't say by far.
No.
I mean, Muffin Man's a close second to me, but
Yeah.
In fact, I had Muffin Man number 1, but but still, strong album.
Muffin Man finished second.
I will.
That's probably my fault. I placed third.
Muffin Man has a sister song on Joe's Garage, A Little Green Rosetta.
A Little Green Rosetta. Okay.
Yeah, it's the return of the Muffin Man, basically.
Cool.
It makes a muffin really better. A little green Rosetta. That's what he arrogantly twisted the sterile canvas snoot of a fully charged icing and ointment utensil and poots forth a 1/4 ounce green rosette near the summit of a dense but radiant muffin of his own design.
Yeah, that's some good. That is just some good lyrical
Some people
movement.
remember Shakespeare like that, Aaron. But,
Some people prefer cupcakes.
All right, so we got like 26 bangers now. We're inching towards our ultimate official.
It's going to be an orgy of all the bangers, huh?
Well, once we get 34 something like that, we're going to have a
bracket.
We're going to have a bracket.
Yep.
We'll
I have
take
a feeling
Yeah.
And we would love it if you, the bracket master, would join us.
Of course. I always am down for a good bracket.
Yeah.
Especially, but let's then be a lot of Aaron's music and.
Well, it's going to be strange because it'll be a very
it's
eclectic.
not all mine. It's whoever brought music.
Right.
We got like
A fair
Bowie
amount.
in there. We have Butthole Surfers. We have Todd
Queen.
Rundgren. We have Queen and all kinds of shit. It'll be
Queen
very-
and Queen.
Yeah,
We
Ween
have a
and
Queenie
Queen,
Weenie.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I should go back on mine and really like get my freaking number 1s from every album that's ever been brought.
Yeah,
on
and
the
I
show
still
and
need to.
do
I
that.
still need to bring an album.
That's what I'm talking
I just
about,
can't
man.
decide.
What
I thought
ideally
you were
we
doing
had-
Nelson.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Nelson.
We're going to do that.
I'm conflicted between them and the Monkees.
I'm trying to find one that Harley will
What?
come on, and I
Okay.
mentioned Nelson, and she didn't seem too
Excited
by that. But
Well, but this is my album,
Is there
not
a, is
Harley's
there a
album.
Monkeys?
Let
Is there a
Harley
Monkeys album
bring
Phil
an
hasn't
album.
heard?
Oh yes.
I'm sure there is because I
Yeah.
had like Greatest Hits album or something.
Right.
Perry had it actually.
He was actually. I mean, both of us. I mean, the Monkees stopped their TV show in 1966, the year I was born. So the only reason I know the Monkees is because of the reruns, and I was madly in love with. I was about 10,
Davy
9,
Jones?
10. Yes.
Same size as you.
Yeah.
Every woman loves
No,
Davy.
Same size.
I'd be
as you.
remiss if I didn't mention the Captain Beefheart story.
Yes,
My
yes.
wife's brother
Uh-huh.
knew Don, and he was invited to be in the band. And he said, "Well, I don't play any instruments." And he said, "Don't worry, we'll teach you." He said, "No, man, that's not for me." But he knew him for a long time and really well.
Cool.
Cool.
Don Van Fleet, right?
Van Vliet, yeah.
Van Vliet. All right.
That's not my fault.
So he was. So that's a good story. That's an origin story right
Yeah.
there. But okay, that's the kind of insight that our listeners are rewarded with for being faithful.
Could have been in the Magic Band.
Yeah. I saw that he did a rendition of Yesterday or something, or Let It Be or something.
No, I haven't seen that.
I haven't listened to that, but that's got to be interesting.
Whisper words of wisdom.
Let it be. Let it be.
All right, so we've come to the end of our magical mystery tour here, but Jeremy, why don't you tell us where we can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot, on X and the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard, and on YouTube under any of the 3 show names: Paranormally Normal, Maniacal Music Musings, or The Asylum with Harley and Joker.
All right.
I expected the answer to be that'd be up the butt, Bob.
That's terrible. All right,
it's middle of the day, Aaron. I'm sober.
And we should also say that we're on the Antisocial Network, since I ran the wrong intro that didn't have our canned.
I thought it was a different intro. I'm like, what the? I'm like, did they change the intro?
That's our original intro.
I just flaked on that. But
I love the part where the grill goes off.
Yeah.
You know. That's actually a real picture of Philip grilling, by the way.
Well, we have some good episodes coming up. We got Randy Dawn returning, and we have John Wayne III returning with a new holiday film that he's done. So in addition to that, we got a lot more Aaron's audio audibles to cover. So, and probably a Gilmore Girls, which is something that I think that Harvey did agree on.
Philip,
Philip pick an episode of that.
He's never actually watched an entire episode of Gilmore Girls.
Well, that's why we do
now,
this.
Harley's picked a season.
A season?
I think,
okay.
yes. The season with where she gets together with Luke. So
I don't think she. And I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get clarity.
That season specifically.
Yeah.
So I said
season 1's where you want to go.
Okay.
I think
I said maybe Aaron could weigh in on the episode.
Well, yeah, the
since
rule.
You don't want to specify an episode.
It's established rules for that, and that is a single episode.
Right.
I think I would do the one that was their first.
Where they actually get together.
No, it's nothing to do with Luke. Well, Luke's in it actually. He
Okay.
brings the ice.
Right.
But it's I'm thinking of the one where they have Rory's birthday party and Lorelai's mother comes over for the first time and realizes she doesn't know her daughter at all. That's a good one.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Try not to watch any football. It's a waste of time.
Promise.
Looks like the pellet stove's raging behind me, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is that a background or are you actually in that room?
I'm
That's
in
a
that
nice
room.
room.
That's a beautiful. It looks like the day after that movie. The Day After. It looks like you're looking out a window and
Here's my TV. We
Yeah.
we forgot we had the projector. I'm like, we need a TV down here.
Oh, that reminds me of the monitor on the IT crowd.
Yeah.
It's on fire. Yeah. All right. You guys have a great.
Does look
You
like
guys
it's on
have a great
fire.
Sunday.
I
See you
do
guys.
love that show.